put their hard work in this event, and also the participants who are competing in this competition. I would like to welcome all. With these words, I would like to start this function that many of you have made huge effort to join us today. On behalf of us, we are deeply appreciate and offer you all our grateful welcome. Welcome to all. Now, I would like to tell about the event. What is the event? The event is simply in the FBS series of 5. It is Pictorial Tale or storytelling competition. In this competition, you have to give a picture and you have to create your own imaginations to provide knowledge about that. Your perceptions relevancy will be discussed in this. So moving forward, I would like to call and heartily welcome our esteemed director, sir, of training and placement, sir. Before inviting sir, there are two lines for sir that you empowered us with the power of knowledge. You motivated us with the best details. You helped us move ahead with unending motivation. As a leader and a human being, you are a true inspiration. Sir, I would, I would like to call you on dais and listen your valuable words that will help and inspire the participants. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Brajesh. So, on behalf of Training and Placement Cell, in the capacity of director of this cell, I welcome all of you in this fifth uh, fortnightly virtual speakathon event. So, first of all, let me welcome our today's chief guest, Mr. Mukesh Arora ji, who is director of Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay University Computer Informatics Center. All of you know that PDUCIC is the place where almost all the test, placement drives, etc., are conducted under the very able guidance of Mr. Mukesh ji. And we consider PDUCIC as very important place for the placements and skill enhancement activities of the students. So we are very thankful that Mukesh ji has spared time to grace this occasion in the capacity of chief guest. I also welcome our judges, Mr. Sandeep Kumar, who is head of Plaltech Solutions, and he is also part of our University Innovation and Incubation Center. Many students know him very, very well because he is a good teacher, he is a good mentor also. So he is our today's judge of Group 1. I welcome him. I welcome Mr. Praveen ji, who is assistant professor in HSB, who is very closely related to the placement cell, and he always motivates the students to participate in such type of events. So I welcome Praveen ji also. My special welcome to Dr. Vikramjit Singh ji from Pharmacy Department, who is also in the role of warden, and he is the judge in Group 2. So I welcome him. I welcome Dr. Ranjit ji, who is training placement coordinator and assistant professor in physics department. He is a good researcher also. So I welcome Ranjit ji in the capacity of judge. So we try to invite the people who are most concerned with the students in the capacity of judges. So I welcome all the judges in today's event. I appreciate the efforts of all the volunteers who have basically made this program successful, because conducting such type of virtual events is not an easy job. So in the leadership of Apurva, all the volunteers have done very good work, and this time students from other colleges are also participating. So I my special welcome to all those students from HAU, from other colleges who are participating in this speakathon event. So in the end, I welcome all the participants who have come forward to exhibit their skills. So as told by Brajesh, this speakathon event was started in the month of May, when this lockdown period was going on, and we thought that what may be the method, what may be the way to enhance the communication skills of our students. So then this idea of a speakathon came, and since then we are continuously conducting this event. Earlier it was a weekly event, and from last 2 months we are holding this event in every fortnight. So in that series today, storytelling competition is being conducted, and this competition is a very integral part of SSB also. The students who are preparing for SSB, they know that in SSB one such test is there, when you are given a blurred picture, when you are given a picture from which various things can be derived. So similar competition is being conducted today. You have been given three pictures and you have to basically derive the concept. You have to derive what is happening in that picture, and depending upon your bent of mind, depending upon your imagination, you people will be telling the stories, and our judges will be evaluating those stories. So this is the event being conducted today. Again, without taking much time, I welcome our chief guest, our judges, all the participants, all the volunteers. Thanks a lot. Thank you very much.
Brijesh, unmute.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable words. Now, I would like to call our chief guest, Mr. Mukesh Arora, sir, to uh, encourage us with their words. Before calling him on dice, I would like to say some words for him that the fragrance of flowers spread only in the direction of the wind, but the goodness of a person spreads in all directions. So, I would like to call our chief guest of this event, Mr. Mukesh Arora, sir. Sir,
Thank you, Brajesh. Good afternoon, Pratap ji, Director Placement Cell.
Good afternoon.
Aditya Veer ji, Assistant Director, judges of this event, volunteer, student volunteer team, and all participants. It is an absolute honor to be part of this event. Training and Placement Cell is doing tremendous job by conducting multifarious online events. I congratulate team and training and placement cell team. Today event topic is the pictorial tale storytelling. This event will promote creativity among students, promote thinking skills, enhance analysis and evaluation skill. Each participant will narrate a story in this event by analyzing picture. I think it would be unique and creative in own manner. Photo storytelling is the art of conveying stories, ideas, and viewpoints through analysis picture of photograph. A picture is a word, 1,000 words. That is the motto of all photographers and painters. It is their objective to produce direct, truthful images and about stories. The first task in storytelling is to pick the theme to complement your picture. Best story pick up emotion, mood, narrative, ideas, and message of a picture. You have to imagine what is going on behind the picture and what other future picture of the scene might look like. You believe that a picture could tell you more than a short story. It doesn't matter what the picture about, but how your imagination is correlated with the picture is the point to be noted. It is sure that mental perception level will be different for individual, so that's the beauty of nature that no two individuals are same. Try to make your best story imagination. Sky is infinite to your imagination. My best wishes to all participants to narrate their best imagination. I wish to compliment Pratap ji, Aditya ji, and Training Placement Cell for having given me the opportunity to hear among you to be part of your event. I am indeed grateful to you, sir. Thank you once again. Jai Hind.
thank you, sir. Your words are truly inspiring and encouraging. So, moving forward, I would like to call our first judges of this competition to share his views on this event. Firstly, I would like to call our first judge, Sandeep Sir, Managing Director, Crelatech Solution Limited, Hisar. Sir, you are kindly invited to share your views and give knowledge to the participants. Sandeep Sir.
Uh, Good afternoon, all. Thank you very much. First of all, I would like to thank Dr. Pratap Malikji and my very heartily welcome to our chief guest, Mukesh Arora ji, and all the respective judges and all the participants, volunteers. So first of all, thanks to all the volunteers, specifically those who are working very hard behind this event, and uh, all the participants, those who took part in the event. Uh, it's a very phenomenal event, in my opinion, because I have a background of fine arts also. So, so for me, it's a very like coming back to the home, uh, making me nostalgic in terms of judging an event, because we have been participants for very long years in such kind of events. So I'm looking forward all the participants to have a very positive impact of storytelling, because that is very important. Although each participant have its own perspective while judging any picture or going through any scene. So it's a scene-based storytelling basically. So without taking much of the time, I just like to give one or two important points to all the participants, that they should see something very positive in the scene, and in that particular perspective, they should tell a story, because that is very important. Why, even if we see things negative in our life, there should be a perspective of looking between the lines, a very positive thing. So that is the main idea behind this particular event, as I can guess. So that's it from my side. So thank you very much for inviting me as a judge also, and let's see and hope that for the success of this event. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now, I would like to call our next judge, Dr. Vikramjit sir, Assistant Professor, Department of Pharmacy. Sir, kindly give your valuable words on this event. Vikramjit sir.
Thank you, Brijesh. I am highly thankful to Shri Pratap Malikji, Director Training and Placement Cell, for giving me this opportunity to participate as judge in this event. Uh, I am also welcome here chief guest Shri Mukesh Arora ji, all my. So it is a kind of event which is first time opportunity for me to being here as a judge. So I am also really excited that what is cooking in the mind of these young energetic guys and what they are going to imagine, and I will be glad that something positive will be imagined them by them, and I am looking forward to it. Thank you, and I am thankful to the training and placement cells and their volunteers. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So, moving forward, now I would like to tell all the participants the rules of this event. The rules are as follows: that you have to take only 3 minutes. The alarm will ring at 2:30. Your speakers may present the topic in both sitting and standing postures. Medium of speakathon is only English. It is recommended to wear decent clothes. Educations will be based on overall performance of the participants, include relevancy, content quality, story presentation or delivery, or body language. These are the parameters on which all you are examined, and E-certificates will be given to all participants through email. And last rule, that if you have to learn something, if your performance is over, you can still join as audience or you may leave. Thank you. So we are moving forward.
Brijesh,
to main group and
Brijesh, all the
Yes,
students
yes.
should stay till the result.
Okay, sir. All the students should stay till the results. So moving forward, we are going to main room and breakout room. I would like to request our host to send all the participants of group 2 into the breakout room and group 1 in main room.
Okay, just bear with me for 5 minutes.
Okay, sir.
Students, you will be getting a message. So you should accept that message. Only then you will be able to enter in that room.
For the participants, I have to say only 2 lines will boost your idea or your performance, that it is the same boiling water that softens the potato, hardens the egg. It's what you are made of, not the circumstances. Use your own power to build your confidence and give your best in this competition. All the best to all the participants who are competing, and best of luck for the future also.
All the participants must have received a notification regarding the joining into the breakout room 1, the G2 series. So,
आदित्य जी मेरे को भी G2 में भेज दो.
ठीक है सर.
आप G1 में रहो, मेरे को G2 में भेज दो. So Dikshu, Vikramjit sir has come, and I think Ranjit ji,
Yes, sir.
Ranjit ji has also come.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
रंजीत जी अपना वीडियो ऑन कर लीजिए रंजीत जी. हाँ ठीक है.
So may I start now?
Yes, you can start.
A very good afternoon to everyone. I am Dikshu, student of BSc Chemistry Honours, studying in Guru Jambheshwar University of Science and Technology, Hisar. Here today to host today's event. Alphabet O stands for opportunity, which is absent in yesterday, available in today, and thrice in tomorrow. So never lose hope. So you all are provided a great golden opportunity by training and placement cell in this pandemic to improve your skills. So never left with the opportunity. Always grab the opportunities. Opportunities never come continuously. They come once and twice. So hold it and work on it. Now let us begin with the first contestant, Yashika, student of BSc Physics, studying in Guru Jambheshwar University of Science and Technology, Hisar.
Am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible and visible both, Yashika.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. My name is Yashika and I'm pursuing BSc Physics from GJU SMT. And the title of my story is who is feared. Kavya, a 17-year-old girl who is dwarfed due to heredity. She is an introvert type of person and a good student and loves to go to school. But one day, she didn't go to school and was just sitting all alone in her room for complete one day. Only the sound of soap was coming. She was emotionally attached with her father. Anyhow, her father managed to get in her room and just knock at the door with 2 cups of coffee. And there was complete silence for the few minutes in the room. Then her father took the initiative and says, gently as he can, no matters what happened, no matters whether you are guilty or not. I'm here sitting in front of you with your favorite coffee, only to listen you, not to judge you. You are my princess, and you will be. I'm here with you. So don't worry, just tell me what happened. Then there was again silence in the room for the next couple of minutes. And after that, the silence was break and Kavya cried loud as she can. And then her father console her with stroke. And then Kavya says that I was being teased by all of my classmates because of my height. But yesterday I had a fight with one of my classmates and she said that I can do nothing. No one in the school likes me. No one wants to talk me because I look weird. Is this the reason why no one in the whole class likes to talk me? I don't want to go out of my room. I can't face the world anymore. I am not capable of doing such things. No, I don't want to go to school anymore. Then her father take a sip of coffee and says, this is bitter, but good for your health. And people who like sweet will say that this is weird. How can you drink it? But is it actually weird? No. All this depends upon the state of your mind. Once you get involved in it, you are involved. If your mind is clear, no one in the world seems you fear. You will not be able to find even a single person on this earth whom you can say that yes, you are weird. So all this depends upon only the state of the mind. And then Kavya just thinks about this for a couple of minutes and then her father leaves the room. But this time the room was filled with the positive vibes, not with the sobs. Kavya just thought about the words of her father and then again goes to school with complete courage as she can go. And this was my story. Thank you.
Thank you, Yashika, for such an inspiring story. Being positive means half work is done. Next, I would like to call upon the second speaker, Kavita, pursuing her study in BSc Honours Economics from Guru Jambeshwar University. Kavita from BSc Honours Economics, Guru Jambeshwar University.
To call next.
And our third participant for today's event is Sangeeta from Guru Jambeshwar University.
Hello, good afternoon to one and all present here. Am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible and visible both. You may start.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. So, Sophia, the title of the story is Speak Out, Let Us Break the Stigma. Stigma which is attached to mental health in the country like India and the less developed countries. So, story goes this way. Sophia works as a clinical psychologist at mental health hospital. She got a call from one of her close friend who is suffering from depression, anxiety in this pandemic of COVID-19. So she fixed a meeting at a coffee shop with Harry. Her friend name is Harry. So Harry told Sophia that he has a feeling of sadness, loss of interest in daily activities, poor concentration, and physical symptoms include insomnia, decrease in appetite, and frequent mood swings, and so on and so forth. After actively listening to Harry, Sophia, in a very empathetic manner, increased, like, she is understanding the way Harry is feeling. And she apologized, like, in mental health issues, you are facing such kind of problems. After that, she inquired in a more detail about the symptoms Harry was facing. So, on inquiring, on examining the symptoms, she got to know that Harry is facing acute distress due to social isolation and distress caused by during this lockdown due to pandemic of COVID-19. After that, Sophia recommended so much effective techniques to Harry, that is breathing exercise, physical workout, mindfulness, and meditation. After that, while implementing these techniques by Harry, Harry called Sophia and got a positive feedback about, like, he is getting better now and he's doing well in his daily routine functioning. So the message from the story is there is a lot of stigma related to mental health in our country. So seeking help is seen as a sign of weakness. But the message here is seeking help is not a sign of weakness. It's an act of courage. Together we can end the stigma which is related to mental health. And I request all of you who are listening me to join your hands and encourage seeking help. Let us talk about mental health as we talk about our physical health. Anyone can have problems related to mental health. Let us not, get pain in silence. Let us speak about that. And this is the time to end the stigma which is related to mental health. Thank you so much. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Sangeeta, for your story. Now I would like to invite Pranjali from Guru Jambheshwar University.
Am I audible and visible?
Yeah, you are audible and visible.
Okay. So, good afternoon, everyone. This is Pranjali Sengar, and I'm pursuing BTech from Guru Jambheshwar University, Hisar, Haryana. So, for this competition, I have chosen picture 2, in which we all can see 2 ladies are sitting together in front of each other. And it seems like that they are beating something very serious topic. So, according to this picture, I have imagined this beautiful story, beautiful as well as emotional and inspirational story. So let's go with that. And there was a lady named Sarah who was happily living with her family, her husband, and 2 teenage children. She do work hard all the day and night, summer, winter, monsoon, just to make her family happy. But even after that, her family doesn't care about it. They treat her like just like a housemaid. But we all know that's not a right thing, right? So what happened one day Sarah was feeling very negative. I mean to say, Sarah was unwell that day, unhealthy. So she cannot do work in very right manner. She was suffering from very high fever, and still she is doing all household work. But when it becomes impossible for her to work, listen here, I am mentioning the word impossible. When it becomes impossible for her to work, she asked her children for help. But you know what happened? Her children started yelling at her. Not only her children, her husband too started taunting her by saying, "Who are you? What do you do all the time? Nothing. You are just wasting my money, wasting your time and all. You are useless for us." These were the lines. After listening all this, Sarah started crying very badly. She got no words to speak at that time. After that, everyone leaves. And in the house, only Sarah was left with so many questions in her mind. And she was crying regularly, continuously. There was silence, completely silence. Seems like the whole world had stopped for Sarah. Suddenly a sound came, knock, knock. Sarah opened the door with a fake smile, right? So there was none other than her best friend Tara at the door. She gave her seat and offered a cup of coffee. They both were sitting together, as we can see in picture 2. So Tara understood everything by seeing the facial expression of Sarah, as the condition of Sarah's family was not hidden from Tara, as she is the childhood friend of her. After that, Tara asked Sarah in a very good way, in a very polite manner, "My friend, are you okay?" And by listening this, Sarah lost all her control and started crying in front of her very badly. Tara understood everything, and she said, by taking her hand in her hand. So this was the time when Sarah understood everything. She understood that, okay, we have to speak for ourselves. Until we will not speak, till then no one will understand us. So this was the motive of the story, that we all have to speak for ourselves. Homemaker are also human, right? Homemaker are also human. They do work whole day and night for us without any leave, without any salary. So this is our responsibility to give them respect, give them all the importance as men. I hope you all understand this. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Pranjali, for such a nice story. Moving next, we have Shalini Sharma from Guru Jambheshwar University.
Am I audible and visible too?
Yeah, you are audible and visible, Shalini.
Okay, thank you. Good morning to one and all present here. Today I, Shalini, good morning to all the judges and the galaxies of intellectuals present here. Today I, Shalini, pursuing BTech second year from Guru Jambheshwar University of Science and Technology, is going to narrate my story on the picture 2. So the title of my story is Every Cloud Has a Silver Lining. So here it goes. So there were two friends, Rajat and John. Rajat worked in an Irish Technology Private Limited company 2 months ago, and John has an online business of clothing. So due to this novel coronavirus pandemic, as 40 million people in India lost their jobs, alike, Rajat also lost his job. He got a call and the boss said that you have lost your job and I'm sorry. He was devastated. I mean, literally he was devastated to that extent that he never thought of. He was having a stable IT job and then suddenly got a call. So, and this thing has affected his mental health to such an extent that their family members and his children who are going to school have never thought of. So one day he called his friend who has an online business of clothing and lives in Chennai and told him all the story and all the suffering that he is going through. Rajat, then they both decided to meet at a coffee shop and have a little chit chat. Then they met at the coffee shop, and then John explained him all the procedures and how the boss got him fired. Rajat just simply mustered a smile, and John asked, "Man, I have lost my job and I have nothing to pay for my children's fees, and I have so many financial crises, and you are laughing?" Rajat just smiled and said, "Friend, you are taking tensions for no cause. Like, everything is fine and you are taking tensions just for free. Just relax, and I will give you just one advice. Have you ever listened of the online learning or online skill set?" Like he told him that you might have been glad that somewhere that your boss has fired you from the job. Then he said, yes, some skills would need to be improved at some point. Then he simply said, then this is the right time to grab that opportunity and brush your all skills that you have lacked before. And no worries that you have lost your job. There are so many things. There are so many online startups which which are going online, and people making $40,000 to $60,000 per month, and you are crying for a 30,000 IT job. Then John took it seriously, and he thought that he had a knack back in the school to teach the students, to teach his classmates. Then he thought that in this pandemic, students are also facing the problem of not gaining their education. Like +1, +2 college students are getting the online education, but what about the 6 to 8 students? Then he simply got onto YouTube and made a channel and burned the night oil and worked hard day and night to meet his students' problems and solutions. And now he has a following of 1,000 students, and he is satisfied more than when he was in job. So my story's morale is, where there is a will, there is a way. Thank you for listening, and have a nice day.
Thank you, Shalini. Now let us invite Hitesh Kumar, student of BSc Physics from GJU.
Good afternoon, everyone. Am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible.
Okay. So I would like to start with a quote that dark nights do come in everyone's life, but remember that there is always a bright sunshine every next day. So my story revolves around this fact that Mrs. Smith, who is always lost in her memories, she is reminding the gossips at the tea. That is my title of my story, Gossips at the Tea. She is always lost in her memories and reminding the gossips at the tea with her best friend she used to have. But now it's all in vain. There is nothing like that in between them. They had to part from each other. But there comes a sunshine in the way of her husband, who knew that there was nothing like she could. Sorry. But the sunshine came in the way of her husband, who tried his best to make her understand that there is nothing to be lost in her memories. It is always a way there is always a way, and you have to find it. The reason for their you can say departure was a theft at her house, and Mrs. Harris, her best friend, was considered as responsible for it. But his husband believed that she can't do it. So he tried to discover the real thief, and he was successful. And this was the game that destiny always wanted the two friendships to reunite, and this occurred. Mrs. Harris was welcomed by Mr. Smith to his house, and both Mrs. Smith and Mrs. Harris were, we can say, filled to tears. Tears rolled out of their eyes when they met each other. And the sunshine that she wanted to meet her best friend once again came in her life in the way of her husband. So the story, I want to say that you should never lose your hope and always wait for the sunshine that can come in any way of your life. You should be continuing with your daily tasks and be hopeful. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Hitesh. Now I invite Dhruv Grover on this virtual stage from GJU.
Hello. Am I visible and audible?
You are audible but not visible. Yeah, you are visible.
Yeah, thanks. Good afternoon, all. Topic for picture 2 is straight. Hi, my name is Eric, and I want you to take you to the place where it started. So let's get started. Huh? Okay. No, but I cannot come because it's my birthday, and moreover, me and my mom are going for dinner. Yeah, call me back. Bye. Mom, you're still not ready? Yeah. Date 24th of August 2018. Weirdest and my first fear-free day in my life. First fear-free day. Well, we will have some tea. Thank you. Saying this, I went to loo, and when I came out, every eye in the whole was on me. Yes, actually, they were on my lipstick. Yes. Or they might be on my heels because they were so shiny back then. But now the time came when I sat next to my mom. She was like, just say it is your theater dress. Just say it now. You're on your stage. But I said, Mom, do you remember the day when you found lipstick under my pillow? That was mine. When I find myself alone, I put on that red lipstick and look into the reflection. It feels like my soul is reflecting me such happy vibes that representing me, inner me. Mom, I want to be this part. Please don't hate me. Add word as the word already do. Please don't be a bullier because they bullied a lot. Mom, please keep me as a child. I'll make you everything proud, but let me be this part. Saying this, middle next to it, she held my hand gently and we walked out, staring back passionately this time because I knew people were still staring, and now because we were so sparkling. Yes, finally, after 22 years, I got my independence and I got my freedom. Yes. After throughout my life, I have learned one thing for sure, to respect every human, to keep humanity alive. And since that day, I'm expecting the same from all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dhruv. Our next participant is Nikita Nan from Jat College, Hisar.
Hesitation.
Yeah, speak up, Nikita. Your mic is not on.
Hello, good evening, everybody. The title of my story is Back to the Past. Lata Mangeshkar's song is playing in a shop. A boy named Akshat Tiwari entered into the shop. The owner of the shop, Rama, pointed out at him and said, "Hey boy, what's wrong with you? What kind of clothes you are wearing?" Akshat see him in shocking. Akshat then asked him, "Sorry uncle, I just want to use your phone." The owner of the shop allowed him and said, "Yes, you may." Akshat then moved toward the telephone and called somebody, but he fails. Nobody picks up her call. Then he saw a directory. Then he saw a telephone directory light there. He said he weirdly checked it out. The owner of the shop, Rama, saw him in a very, very suspicious way and said, "Hey boy, tell me what's the matter." Then the Akshat said, "No, uncle, I'm just leaving." He offered some food. He said, "Hey boy, just sit here and tell me." "Oh, no. He said, "Order the food." Akshat ordered the food in a very, very weird way. Akshat said, "Blah, blah, blah, blah." But the waitress said, "Oh, sorry, sir, I don't get you." Then
I think she got disconnected.
Yes, sir. Next. Moving next, I would like to call upon Diksha Yadav from MLB College, Bhiwani. Diksha Yadav, MLB College, Bhiwani.
Hello, am I visible? Hello.
Yeah, you are visible.
Okay, hello everyone. This is Diksha, and my story's title is 5 o'clock at the table 5. This story goes around two strangers whose name is Karan and Sumit. Sumit is a very professional businessman who is very good at his business but very bad at his marital life, who is having problem with his wife and going through a divorce, and the procedure of having the custody of her only daughter Ria, whom he loves very much. And on the other hand, Karan is an unemployed youngster who is just going to follow his fashion, which is photography, because when he was 10 years old, he clicked a picture from his father's phone, which were all blurry and nothing was focused in that, but he liked the picture. It was strange, yes, but he liked the picture and he thought that this might be a thing which I want to do. They met a year ago in a cafe at table number 5 accidentally, and from that day they just came there every day and meet each other every day and tell each other their stories of the everyday life going on, and tell each other what's going on in their life. And that day Sumit tells that I'm going to the court tomorrow and it's about my daughter. Then Karan says, don't worry dude, you will get her. At that, Karan receives a phone call. He answered it and sat down in shock. When Sumit asked what happened, he said, I got the job, man. I got the job. I got the dream job which I was following from past 10 years. I was just wanting that job. And he was very happy about that. And they moved to their respective ways. Another day, they met at the same cafe, at the same table at 5 o'clock for the another 5 minutes. And Sumit says, Karan, my daughter Ria, she chose me over her mother and she is going to live with me. And I'm very happy for that. Karan and Sumit hugged each other and then go their respective way. This continued for every single day now. They meet each other at the same cafe, at the same table number 5, at the same time, 5 o'clock in the evening. And this is how two strangers help out each other in their life, which they don't even know what's going on in their respective lives. But they console each other, they laugh together, they cry together, and remain stranger forever. So the message from the story is, you can be a friend or a stranger, but happiness can find you anyway. Thank you.
Thank you, Diksha Yadav. Our next contestant is Rohit Chauhan from GJU.
Hello, I am audible.
Yeah, you are audible and visible.
Good morning, one and all present here. Myself, Rohit Chauhan. And my story is second picture, and it is given to us. Sakshi, 30 year of age, was an entrepreneur. Who was the owner of the cafe? Who was the owner of the cafe in Pune? She wanted to change in her cafe as a business was not making good. According to her expectations, she started browsing internet for theme and cosine. She decide to survey to neighborhood to know the like and dislike of the people there. She also took suggested from her customer there and decided to go for the jungle theme for cafe. She called the carpenter and some change, some renovation and made cap and some change in menu. Finally, her business starting good. After some time, she thanks to her friends for help and appreciated her staff. She was very happy with the result. Thank you.
Thank you, Rohit. Moving next, we have Samarjit Singh from GJU.
Am I audible? Hello?
Yeah, you are audible and visible. You may start now.
The title of my story is The Intruder Exposed. Indian intelligence agencies, RAW, IB, DIA, got continuous information regarding the spying activities in India from the Pakistani ISI agents. They try to gather information regarding the troops' location, weapon location, and the secrets of the weapons. So for this purpose, 2 young officers of RAW officer IPS Gopal Tripathi, age 32, and DIA officer Major Vikram Chauhan, age 30, were assigned the task to catch the intruder. So for this purpose, they start their investigation. So many days were passed, but still they were empty-handed. Then came the Navy Day. On 4th December at night, a grand party was organized. So many civilians and defense personnel perform in the cultural activities. But there they found a suspicious person because he was trying to be too friendly with the defense personnel. So they decided to investigate about the person because he seems too suspicious. During the investigation, they came to know that the person name is Binod, who called himself a Sufi singer. After more investigation about him, they found his another name as Pappu, who is a tea vendor near the DRDO office, because the DRDO security in charge recognized him through the pictures. After collecting many more evidences about his activity, about his spying activities in India, they were sure about it. So both the officers were sure about it and they decided to catch him red-handed. So they waited for the Army Day. On 15th of January at night, the same thing happens. By using their influence, they call the same orchestra to the party. And for that, they also change their appearance, their looks. They also dress up like rock stars. IPS Gopal Tripathi wear a spectacle as well. So before proceeding to the party, they discuss a little bit about the actions they will perform in the party. So they meet in a private room. They discuss everything about the activity they will do there while drinking Lipton green tea. When everything is over, they move on to the party, along with a new orchestra comprising of the army personnel. So all have camouflaged their identity in such a way that no one could recognize that they were army personnel. They appear to be civilians. After the party was over, Binod was catched. They catch the Binod and take him to custody. A little treatment was given to him and he started revealing all the things. He told during the investigation, they also found camera in his dress as well as in his microphone. So asking more about the details.
Please conclude it very fast.
Okay. I'm concluding. So the Binod revealed the secret about him, that he is a Pakistani agent. His real name is Imran Bajwa, who is a Pakistani trained ISI agent from Bahawalpur, and he came here to collect the information regarding the secrets of the weapons. And the officers also collect the information regarding the Indian defense missile systems and all the helpers who helped him in India. He also told that he first visited Nepal to from the Pakistan, and then he came to India through Nepal by changing his identity as Binod. So in the last, all the culprits were in prison, all were catched, and both the officers cheer for the work they did and the success they get in their investigation. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Samarjit. You seems to be so patriotic and have a great feeling towards India. Let us invite Charu, student of DN College Hisar, to tell her story.
Am I audible and visible?
Yeah, you are audible and visible.
Okay. Good afternoon, all. My name is Charu, and title of my story is Last Moment. Title of my story is Last Moment. So it was the last day of college. It was the last day of college when everyone having tears in their eyes. Two girls are spending some time in a coffee shop with a sense of nostalgia. They are going through a lane of memory that how they have met each other 3 years ago and became the important part of each other's life. How they have fun, how much fun they had, how they have studied together, how they had done the project together, how they have just raised each other in every aspect of life. And then how things have started becoming toxic, and then how their friendship starts getting broken, how they have started distancing from each other, how they have taken for granted each other, and never, because they think that they had a lot of time, they will work it out, but they never tried the things to work out. And now when it is the last day of college, they're having tears in their eyes. Now they don't have any kind of grudge in their hearts for each other, but they only pray for each other's secrets silently. They did not say a word to each other and just crying and hugged each other. So my message is we value something when it is gone. Living in present moment, uh, value those things which we have, because the human nature is we would see only that thing which we don't have, and we will remain miserable all the time. We do not respect things that we have. We have parents by our side, we have home to live, we have food to eat, we have clothes to wear, which millions of people in India do not have, and they died every day because they don't have food to eat, they don't have these clothes to wear, they don't have their parents by their side, and we take these things very lightly, we take these things very lightly, we do not respect it, we do not, and we take it for granted. So my message is be kind for each other is what will make this world a happy place to live. Thank you.
Thank you, Charu. Our next speaker is Vaibhav from GGU.
Am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible, Vaibhav.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Vaibhav, and the story of my title is Love Began with a Hate. This story started 5 months ago. Before the lockdown, they met each other through an online dating app, where they first met each other at the same coffee shop where they had a terrifying date over there. At the this terrifying date just started when they were just scrolling on their dating apps, and they forgot the faces of a person they had scrolled it up and just right swapped. And after that, after right swapping, they went to the bank and just had a met, and they had a very bad conversation over there. And after that, they just after having a bad conversation due to some sort of misconception over there, they just had a after that later at that evening, they just had a date over there at the same coffee shop, which is viewed on the picture. After as they don't recognize any each of them, and after that they just uh, saw each other and recognized them, they again had a very bad uh, misconception or a bad conversation over there. And after that, that took place in a sorry they had a very bad conversation. Discussed the talk took place in that uh, coffee shop. So later at that evening, after that, they had a very bad conversation. They just discussed what was the misconception over there, what they had in later at that bank. After solving that misconception, they just asked about each other and exchanged their numbers. And after that, they just had a chats on chats and phone calls, and they fell in love with each other. After that, after falling in love, after lockdown unlocked 1.0, they had their second date, and they decided to marry each other. And after that, after marrying sorry after second date, they decided to marry each other. And at the first week of the monsoon, they just married each other. And after they just got married, and they returned to the same place where they just sorry. And thank you. My time is over right now. Sorry.
Thank you, Babu. Thank you. Thank you so much. So we are into the final contestant, Khushbu from MLB College, Bhiwani. Khushbu, MLB College, Bhiwani.
Hello, ma'am. Am I visible?
Yeah, you are visible, Khushbu.
Okay. I'm Khushbu from MLB College, Bhiwani, Rohila. The title of my story: Don't be afraid to fail. Be afraid not to try. Once in a village, there were two best friends. They spent most of the time sitting in a dhaba and thinking what should they do in their life. In thinking, they had already spent a lot of time. So one day they noticed that the women in their village bring water pots from the river, which is far, far away. How many rounds they may make, the water was never enough for the family needs. Now they had an idea. They went to the village and offered them that these two best friends would bring water pots on behalf of them, and in return charge 25 rupees per pot. Everyone liked the offer, and their business grows too fast. They started make 50 to 100 rounds daily. The days passed, years passed. After 10 years, they were the richest man in the close villages. But then, one of the friends realized that they need to do something else. Now they are healthy and young, but they will not stay in this way forever. What will happen to our family then? But the other said, forget it, nothing is going to be bad. Everything is good. Enjoy the time what we are doing. But the farmer knows nothing be still. But he wants to find the alternative. Some days later, in a neighboring village, he saw a potter making pots. Noticed a potter making pots and noticed with a long neck arrow. He thought, if we make a long pipe of the clay and bring it to the village, the other friend said, it is never going to work. A pipe of clay, it's really a bad idea. The friend had thousands of reasons why this is not going to work, but the first had to do. Only He wants to try it. The construction began. True, a lot of problems came in the way. The pipe breaks many a times, but finally, after a long time, the pipe was all in the place and water starts to flow in the village. Now, he can offer thousands of pots per day, thus decreased the rates 10 rupees per pot. Income starts to flow in the first friend's pocket and second is jobless now who wants pots for rupees 25 if they can have it for 10 rupees. The moral of the story, if you do nothing, you'll get nothing. Thank you.
Thank you, Khushbu. Is anyone left whose turn hasn't come?
One student whose network got disconnected, she can be given one more chance if she is there. Who was that?
I think
Pranjali is there, sir. Pranjali.
no. I think she is from DN College.
Sir, I have already spoken.
Nikita Nam.
Okay. I think she
Yes,
is.
ma'am. She was from JAT college and she got disconnected, but now she is not in the meeting. Nikita Nan. Okay, thanks.
Now you all will not left this meeting. You will go to the break. You will go to the main room and you will see the results here. So you will get a leave button on the right top bottom of your screen. Click on it and you will ultimately go to the main room. Please don't leave the meeting. You can be audience as here also in main room.
Moment he get involved in bad habits and he become an alcoholic, chain smoker and gambler in just a year. After some time he got married to Rashi, who was very sorted and simple girl and was his classmate during his school days. Rashi tried very hard to make him realize his responsibility so he can quit his bad habits, but he couldn't. One day, Ramesh was playing cards with his friend. He lit a cigarette and started smoking. His child Amar, who was seated beside him and watching him, took a cigarette and put it in his mouth. Ramesh slapped him for this. Amar asked him, "Daddy, why did you slap me? I'm just doing what you are doing. I want to become like you." That moment changed Ramesh's life completely, because he realized that he is setting a bad example for his child, which might ruin his child's future. Now, Ramesh extinguished the cigarette at the same time, and he realized that he is not playing only gamble for fun, but playing gamble with the future of his son. And after that, Ramesh started working hard again, and they live happily after ever. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Anjali. And once again, I want to just convey to the judges that it was picture number 3. By mistake, it was opened the picture 1 on the screen. So it was an exceptional story. Thank you, Anjali. Now I would like to call Nisit Shubhankar from GGU campus. Nisit.
Am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
Okay. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Nisit Shubhankar. I'm a second year student in GJU, pursuing my bachelor's degree in economics honors. And I'm going to present a story on picture 3. The title of my story is The Lesson in the Bar. And it revolves around a guy named Weber. It was just another Friday night. Weber and the guys were going out to the same bar like they did every single weekend. When they reached the bar, they realized that the place was closed. They looked around for a while and decided to go to a cheaper bar right around the corner. There was nothing great about this place. Weber realized this as soon as he entered the place. Almost all the seats were empty, and the few people who were there were drunk out of their senses. He asked his friends if they wanted to leave, but both of them were in a mood for a few drinks, so they stayed. The only good thing about this place was that they were allowed to smoke. After a while, they were laughing, playing cards, talking about cricket, office, politics, and whatnot. Weber pulled out a cigarette and realized he didn't have a lighter. So he called for the bartender, but instead, a little kid showed up to his table. He was barely 12 years old, but the look on his face was of a man who'd seen the real world. He offered Weber a matchbox and said, "Will these do?" He nodded and asked the kid, "What are you doing here? Where are your parents? What about them?" The kid looked down and said, "I don't know. I've never met them. I was raised in a shelter home. They never told me who my parents were, and never liked it there, so I ran away. And now I work here." This made Weber's heart sink. But he loved the spirit of this kid. He had passed every single obstacle in his short life and still never gave up. He wished to be more like him. In the spur of the moment, Weber said the only words that came to his head. "How do you want to go to school?" The kid's eyes lit up. "Very, very much, sir. Very much." "Okay, then I'll pay for your school and you can come live with me." Both of his friends were astounded, but none of them uttered a word. There was dead silence in the room. The boy, however, smiled with visible sadness and said, "No, sir, I'm okay here. I'll figure it out myself, but thank you for the offer. I'm very grateful." He placed the matchbox on the table and left. Weber could not believe that the kid turned down that offer. It was an offer of a lifetime. It was offering him a very new life. But soon he realized that the kid was way more mature than he ever could be. And he taught him the most important life lesson. You and only you can turn your life around for good. Nobody else can do it for you. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Thank you, Nisid, for a wonderful story. An intelligent man is sometimes forced to drink or smoke to spend time with his fools. Further, I would like to call Shaina. Shaina from GGU campus. I guess she is not present over here. Further, Yogesh Kumar from Chaudhry Charan Singh Haryana Agriculture University.
He has delivered already.
Okay, yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, sequence number 19, Maina from Government College, Uklana.
She is also not present, Devanshi.
Okay, further ado, Ashish Sharan. I guess he's also given Ashish Sharan from GGU campus.
He has also delivered.
Sir, it was Ashish Saroya.
Okay,
I guess.
sorry. So,
Oh, yes.
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ashish Shoran. I'm from GJU University itself. The title of my story is Innocence of a Child. Ronnie, a 10-year-old child, he was very happy because of the summer vacations which was coming. But his father, Mohit, was quite depressed because he was fired from his job. Mohit was very happy because he had all the time in his life to spend with his father and mother. Mohit, however, was quite depressed. They went on an evening walk together where Mohit found two of his friends, his childhood friends, in walking around. He met them and all three friends were very joyful and very excited. Next day onwards, Mohit went to his friend's residence, and there they enjoyed and spent quality time with each other. But Mohit was falling for a trap there. After a few, he started going there almost every day, and after a few days, he started bringing them to his house. But his wife and his son were shocked when they saw that Mohit started smoking, gambling, and playing cards. Uh, After his friends went away, that night Mohit had an argument with his wife about all this stuff which Ronnie was listening. So the next day, Mohit was again doing the same stuff around, and Ronnie this time went near to his father and sat there. As Mohit was quite busy playing his game and smoking around, he ignored Ronnie. Ronnie, who was sitting there, was passively smoking, and after a few minutes, he started coughing around and he faced difficulty in breathing. Now Mohit paid attention to him and he saw that his son was unable to breathe. So he picked him up and brought him to the balcony of the house where Ronnie could breathe some fresh air, and immediately brought a glass of water from him. Ronnie, after a few minutes, felt better, and then he asked his father that around 3 to 4 minutes of passive smoking has made me so much has made so much harm to me. So what it should be doing to you? And the game changer point came when Ronnie said that I considered you as my role model, and you only told me that don't fall for bad habits in your difficult times, and rather than face those difficulties to raise higher than ever again. This made Mohit very emotional, and he got the point what Ronnie wanted to say, and he promised his son that he would never smoke or gamble again, and he would remain away from all the bad habits. That day onwards, Mohit never touched a cigarette or gambled, and he spent a quality time with his son and his wife. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your encouraging story. Smoking kills. If you are killed, you have lost a very important part of your life and for the others. So further, I would like to call Shelly Jan. I guess Manisha and Aditya are not present over here.
Shelly is also not present.
Okay. Further, it's the last contestant, Ajay from GC Uklana, Mandi. I guess he's also not here.
Yes.
So I think there was one girl, Hemlata, na?
Yes, sir. So I would like to call Hemlata. I guess, sir, actually, suddenly she has just left the Zoom meeting.
Yeah, she's not there.
Yes, sir. So any other participant from group 2 who has left out?
No.
I think we are done.
Okay, sir. So I would like to call Brijesh if he is good with his network.
Hello.
Hello,
Very good
Brijesh.
evening to all of you. Welcome back. Due to some network issue, I had lost, but I am really truly honored and privileged. I listen to all the stories, and all stories are awesome, super. Your creativity, your minds are working so properly. And now moving forward, as we all know, we have done with the main group, and also I think we have done with breakout room. And before preparing the sheets of results of the your efforts that you give in this competition, I would like, as we all know, there are today, we have 4 judges, and we all know if a car have 4 tiers, and if 2 tiers get left, so we can't move forward and reach our destinations. So reaching our destinations, by listening our remaining 2 judges, I would like to call our first remaining judges of this event. Mr. Parveen sir, Assistant Professor, HSP Department. Sir, we are honored to hear some valuable words from you regarding this event. Praveen sir.
Yes, thank you very much. So first of all, I would like to thank Sri Pratap Malik ji and Aditya Veer ji, and also chief guest and other volunteers. And I also congratulate to all participants. All participants tried their best, and I want to message you that Swami Vivekananda said, whatever you think that you will be, if you think yourself weak, weak you will be. If you think yourself strong, strong you will be. So believe in yourself, and you all tried very well, and you tried that your creativity, your thinking, your positive mind. So all the best for your future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable words. Moving forward, now I would like to request our next judge, Mr. Ranjit sir, Assistant Professor, Department of Physics. Sir, we are very honored to hear some valuable words from you regarding this event.
Thank you. Thank you, Brajesh. Yes, it was really a nice experience for me also. And I congratulate Training and Placement Cell for such a nice event, which not only spurred the seed of imagination of students, but it would be greatly beneficial for them, for their career perspective also. It is said that a picture is more worthful than thousands of words. And it was a wonderful experience to see the budding student to come up with a lot of imagination. The story were very, very nice, and I was really happy to hear them. And some of them were very unexpected also. So I would like to say that efforts by each student were very sincere and very nice. And some of them will get higher marks, of course, some of them will get lower, but all of them did a very nice work. Congratulations to all the team and to students also. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable words. As we all know, if we get some tips regarding this, we should have take this. Now, I would like to call our judge, Sandeep sir, to give some tips regarding this event and motivate the participants, as the participants have give their best. But I think we all think that the tips that you give will help them in future. Sandeep sir.
Thank you, Brajesh. It was a great session, in fact, and I think all of us enjoyed. And I was just looking towards the result sheet, and I'm surprised to see that what I find a candidate very suitable in terms of marking. Same was from Praveen sir also. So this shows that either we are on the same frequency or the candidate was so good that we judged on the same parameters also. So same students, those who have topped the list in the same order, and both of our list, they are in the same order. So I'm very surprised to see. Otherwise, it's very difficult to have the same opinion for a particular candidate. So that's making me very amazed. I'm very amazed to see this thing also, and I'm very happy to listen to all the participants, and I again congratulate all the participants. They have really worked very hard. Even though those who delivered their content in mixing with the very old stories also, they had a very they had their own creativity to how the things in particular fit in that particular picture or the scene. So I'm really amazed with some of the students though who could come up with a very real original idea. So I especially congratulate all of them. And I was also making notes as per their stories also. So I could see that some of the girls, those who have their own background from the village or maybe from a middle class families, those who could have witnessed the things in their house or maybe in their family, they were in calculating the same issues in their stories also. So that I could see. So this is something we always see like this is a human brain. When we see a picture, when we are asked to tell a story, it's not about the story basically in a way or in another way. We always tell our own mind. So I could sense that, and that is a very good thing, that a very genuine thing. So that is something which is making a story very reasonable, good. And I congratulate all the students again, especially some those who came up with the very good ideas. And I was after listening to first 3 or 4 stories, I was curious to know whether somebody will give a story on picture number 3 or not. And surprisingly, I could listen to very good stories on picture number 3. And one special story on picture number 3, which I would like to relate with. That the best story, I guess, was from his Shubhankar. So it's a very good story which we could have on picture number 3. It was something like that, having each character as a separate character and then connecting the things in a way. So because in all the other stories, I was sensing that they would relate this story with the father and son story. So that was a story which was very different in my opinion. So I congratulate him to thinking in a way that without mixing things, and we can have a character individually also, we can think a character in individual also. This is also something that we should not judge something by seeing just a picture, and we can have a different story also. So I'm amazed with all the stories, and I again congratulate all the participants, those who have topped the list also and those who participated, because participation is the like it's a winning a battle half. In my opinion, it's a winning a battle half. It's not about the today's event only. If you are participating in some such events, it's your own improvement in terms of many things. And if you could listen to all your other participants, then you must have learned something at least through this event. So that was a very good thing, and I congratulate the training and placement cell that they are doing such a hardship, and it would certainly transform all the students, all the participants. And in my opinion, uh, they should organize an event taking all the school students also from the areas, because through that we will be having more ideas also, and that will also motivate these senior college students, because once they will see the talent from the schools, that will motivate them more, I guess. So again, I congratulate everyone and thank you, Brijesh. Thanks to all the your volunteers and your team. So I also congratulate your team also. Thank you.
I think Brijesh got disconnected. Devanshi, you
Yes.
can take over.
Yes, yes.
Dikshu.
Sir, he's asking to unmute himself.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable words. It is really impressive and very knowledgeable. Now, the time that we are all waiting has become. Before moving forward, I have to say 2 lines for all the participants that have participated. That nobody is born a winner. Plan to win, prepare to win, and expect to win. Participation is the first step that you have already taken to defeat the failure. And don't go backward. Again, in the coming events, you can also participate and enhance your knowledge. So now I would like to request our esteemed Director of Training and Placement Cell, Dr. Pratap Malik sir, to announce the result of this event. Sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Brijesh. So, in continuation of spirit shared by Brijesh, first of all, I would like to declare that all the 70 students who basically registered for this event, and they all are winners because those 70 students made up their mind to participate in this event. Out of those 70 students, 45 students came one step forward, that they opted 1 pictures out of 3, and they finally made up their mind to participate in the event. And out of those 45 students, finally 26 students participated in today's event. So all these 26 students are super winners, I think, because out of 70, then 40, out of 40, then 26. So it itself is a victory. So I congratulate all the participants first of all. And then we were having 2 groups today. So in group 2, 12 students participated, and out of those 12 students, based upon the evaluation made by our judges, 3rd prize goes to Yashika. So please give a big hand for Yashika. Yashika on 3rd position. And 2nd prize goes to Shalini Sharma in group 2. Shalini Sharma has got 2nd prize. And top winner of this group 2, 1st prize is for Sangeeta. Please give a big round of applause for Sangeeta. So Sangeeta 1st, Shalini Sharma 2nd, and Yashika 3rd. This is the result of group 2. And in group 1, 14 students participated. So out of these 14 winners, final 3rd winner is Anjali Yadav. Please welcome Anjali Yadav for winning 3rd prize. 2nd prize goes to Sanju. And 1st prize goes to Nishit Shubhankar. So congratulations to all the winners, all the participants. I think out of 6 winners, 5 are girls. So girls have once again proved that they are far better. So congratulations to all of you.
Thank you, sir. Moving forward, now I would like to call on dais our esteemed Assistant Director, sir, to share his valuable words regarding this event. Before calling him in on dais, I would like to say 2 lines for him, that the more you take responsibility of your present and past, the men are only great if they are determined to do so. Sir, you are so supporting and so energetic and help us so much. Thank you, sir. And moving forward to you.
Thank you, Brijesh. Thank you. Today chief guest Mukesh Rodaji, Director PD UCIC through Jambeshwar University. Mr. Sandeep Kumarji, Managing Director, Preltech Solutions Hisar. Then we have Dr. Ranjit Dalal, Assistant Professor, Department of Physics, and also the Training Placement Coordinator. And we have Shri Parveen ji, Assistant Professor from Haryana School of Business. We have Dr. Vikramjit ji, Assistant Professor from Department of Pharmacy, and our Director, Sir Pratap Singh Malik ji, all the volunteers and the students who are present. Thank you for being present here. It's my pleasure to be asked to propose the vote of thanks on this fortnight weekly virtual virtual speakathon series 5. This program is a flagship program for Udbhavana module, which has been started 3 years back, and we've been doing these kind of programs regularly. And these programs started with the aim of improving the communication skills and soft skills of the students, because these days these skills plays an important role. These help them to recruit in good companies, because the companies are not looking for the theoretical marks or the knowledge. They are looking for the practical technical trainings and these soft skills, like how you present yourself, are you able to work in a team, you have leadership qualities and all. So all these programs have been tailor made by our director sir and the team of volunteers to inculcate all these soft skills, so that the students can readily available for the industry to work as soon as they get from our university. So I think a lot of students have been benefited from these programs, because a lot of students have participated in these programs from the past 3-4 months. We've been doing this very rigorously, and on the continuous basis we've been doing these programs. So I would like to thank our director sir for supporting us and doing this program on a regular basis. I would like to thank all the judges for their valuable inputs and giving us their precious time during this pandemic, because they're also teaching the students online, and they are giving us time here also for the training and placement for judging our students. So I would like to thank the volunteers. This is Apurva Man, today's program coordinator, Devanshi, Indrajit, Brijesh, who has done very good anchoring today, and Dikshu, Nitya, Muskan, and Pratibha. All the volunteers have done very tremendous, beautiful job. Because of them, this program could be a success. And in the end, I would like to thank all the participants and the winners for attending this session, and I hope they will be attending again and again, so that their communication skills and soft skills will be improved. So thank you very much. Thank you for being present here.
So thank you everyone. Now the final touch to this event. All the participants and the winners could open their videos so that we can take a group photo. And
Brijesh, step by step. First, only winners, then all the participants.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. First, all the winners who have got positions in their respective groups, they can make their video on so that we can take a group photo.
All have come with judges. Yes, with judges.
Without judges, we can't do, sir.
And I think if Mukesh is also there, he can also make his video.
I've been trying to pin out the Mukesh sir for starting his video, but I think he's not on the seat.
Okay, no issue, no issue. Okay, so all the winners have come. Okay, so again, congratulations to all the winners. Okay, now all the participants can make their video on. Acha, Mukesh ji has come.
Mukesh is also here.
Okay, okay. ठीक है. All the participants.
All the participants and the volunteers.
All, yes. Volunteers, participants, all can make the video on.
मुकेश सर आपके थोड़ा डार्क आ रहा है, थोड़ा फेस नहीं दिख रहा है.
ठीक ठीक है, I think.
Done, sir.
Yeah, all have come. ठीक है, thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Have a nice day. Now you can may leave.
ठीक है, thank you मुकेश जी, thank you विक्रम जी, संदीप जी, प्रवीण जी, रंजीत जी. Thanks a
Thank you
lot.
for the precious time for judging us today. Thank you very much.